29th of July, the day that newspapers have printed this picture of a daredevil leaning over the edge of Canada's tallest building, the CNN Tower. Look at that. And hoping to give you just as much of an adrenaline rush. Alongside me, Kate Thornton, today are Lisa Maxwell, Denise Welsh and Sherrie Hewson. Yes, we've all dried our eyes after yesterday, haven't we, girls?
Yeah.
And joining us for an end-of-week chinwag, and what a week it's been, and what a lady she is. She's never out of the headlines, revealing the truth behind what the papers say. Live and loose will be Katie Price. Who charmed and wooed their way into the final of our competition, Find Sherrie a Man. And today they'll try and convince you one last time that you should vote for them to win a date, a lunch date with our Sherrie on the Orient Express. There they are, looking ever so nervous and slightly inebriated. We've got Lawrence, John and Terry. Do you think it's worrying that in order to go on a date with you, people have to drink before lunchtime?
Not a bad idea, though, hey?
No, I'm with them. Denise is kind of men, eh?
What?
People that drink before lunchtime.
I don't drink.
No, because you spill it all.
But first, one woman who's likely to be a little red-faced when she opens the newspapers today is this lady who yesterday offered her services to the London Mayor, Boris Johnson, to appear in a photo shoot to celebrate the first anniversary of London's cycle scheme. Now, sadly for her, the photo shoot didn't go according to plan, and the poor lady fell off her bike. She said it was the most embarrassing moment of her life. You witch.
It's funny.
You cackling witch.
Oh, no, but people falling down is just funny, isn't it?
You know you do enough of it. Let's talk about last night, shall we, Den? But no, seriously, on a serious note, do you think that you can top that for embarrassing moments?
Do you know what? I'm the clumsiest person in the world. I'm just dreadful.
Well, you fell off the seat at Alan Carr last week when we were doing Chatty Man.
I know.
After about 3 seconds on the sofa, she just fell off it.
I fall off, under everything. I mean, when I was in the street, Ken Morley played Reg, I hit him in those things so many times. I wonder if he's got any of those round things left. But yeah, and going back to that, when I first got in, I went on, do you remember Pebble Mill?
Yes.
Judy Spires, gorgeous, lovely Judy Spires. Well, I went on, and they're going to say, you know, the new star, Coronation Street, Sherrie Hewson. But I saw these 5 steps and I said, don't let me come down those, because I don't think I can manage steps.
Did you have heels on?
Yes, and they thought I was stupid. Well, they were right. Anyway, the live on air got to the top of the steps and they went, Sherrie Hewson, and I fell all the way down the steps. Landed on my back. Judy Spires came and went, Sherrie, and then fell on top of me. Waving around. So it's endless with me, I'm afraid. I can't keep up straight.
But no wonder you must have made a pretty penny from all those It'll Be All Right on the Night.
All right on the night. I know Dennis Norden said I was on more times than anybody else. Thank you very much.
I think not remaining upright is quite a good quality when you're looking for a date at the moment, Sherrie.
Dens, you must have
mine isn't so much falling over, contrary to popular opinion. Yes, it was Colleen's last night, so I'm a little bit hoarse.
We had a good night, didn't we?
We had a very, very good night.
And you had a thing with the pole, didn't you?
I had a thing with it. Yeah, because, of course, I'm top pole dancer down at Freedom.
That's not a Polish person.
No, that's an actual pole. And good morning to Colleen, if she's watching.
Yeah, morning, Colleen. So, anyway, no, but mine... The thing is, I've got quite a high embarrassment threshold, bearing in mind with the sort of family that I had, because there was once, when I took a new boyfriend home, this is years ago, and out to Mum and Dad's house, and they were out. But they'd called and said they'd be back about 2, so I said to them, well, just wait up, because you've not met Mum and Dad, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da. Eventually, 2 o'clock, door opened. My dad, dressed as Marilyn Monroe, with my mother vomiting over his shoulder. This is Mum and Dad. So you can see, this is my family. My mother will kill me for that, sorry, Mother. And there was another time, quickly, that about 10 years ago, whenever it was, Newcastle got into the FA Cup, which was quite something. And at Wembley, they had this kind of Geordie Rama sort of tent. Sting was there, out on deck with there, Brian Ferry was there. And I was put on this table with these gorgeous guys. Most of them were, like, in the pharmaceutical industry. And we were laughing as well. Of course,
pharmaceutical?
Did you go to get your nails done?
No, what for? call it?
Can you get
when like a drug rep?
Pharmaceutical.
That's cuticle removal.
Pharmaceutical.
But they were very cute.
Pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical. So anyway, then we all had this laugh. It was my birthday, so they were plying me with wine, as usual. Of course, compulsive flashing disorder. Ooh, out come the boobs like this. Anyway, after about an hour, I said to this lovely guy next to me, I said, oh, my God, you've been so generous with all this wine. I said, I've not even asked what you do for a living. And he said, I'm Bertie Ahern, the Irish Prime Minister. I've been going,
It's not, for me, it's not falling over. It's not like the physical thing, like that lady on the bike. It's my mouth. It's always my mouth that gets me in trouble. It's what I say. I remember I went to a thing with Beau a little while ago, and there was a girl in the corner, and Beau was going, I'm really bored, Mum, there's no one to play with. And then Katie Melua, who's got however many bicycles in Singapore or whatever it is, that song. Yeah, 9 million or whatever. She was stood in the corner. I said to Beau, look, there's a little girl over there. I said, and Beau said, I don't want to go and talk to her, Mum. I don't know her. I'm a bit shy. I said, don't worry, I'll go and get her over. I said, hello, darling. I said, my little Beau's got no one to play with. I said, you're on your own. Do you want to go outside and have a run around for a bit? I thought her manager was her mum. Anyway, I found out it was Katie Melua, and she was a 20-something pop star.
Did she go and have a run around with Beau?
No, she didn't actually. She sat down and had a glass of wine.
I love it.
I was so embarrassed.
I bet she was.
She was.
Yeah. Mind you, anyone looks... How could you think somebody looked like a child next to you?
What? Facially, she did.
Yeah, she's
I mean, I might be
looking.
small, but I've got fairly baggy old chops on me.
Well, you've heard our embarrassing tales today. Can you top them? Have you ever fallen over or opened your mouth in exactly the wrong moment? Share your stories with us right now by going to the website. You can email us loose.women@itv.com, or you can post them up on our Facebook and Twitter pages. But you've only got 15 minutes. We need them in by 12:45 today. That's the 29th of July. OK, we're going to be back in a moment with Katie Price, but hold on, first things first, Sherrie, you look a little bit nervous.
Yes, first things first, Kate.
In May, do you remember we launched a competition to find Sherrie a man? It had been how many years since you last...
I'm not saying anything.
10 years, everyone. Now, last week, Sherrie speed dated live on the show 6 men and picked 3 of them to accompany her on a date to London Zoo to get to know her a little better. I know.
I used to work there in the Garden Cafe.
On Tuesday, we opened an online poll so that we thought it was better that you choose who she dates, because, you know, it's Sherrie. And the ultimate prize this week is to date you tomorrow, Sherrie, on the Orient Express. Now, if you haven't voted, there's still just a little bit of time left. So, who's it gonna be? Are you gonna give John, Lawrence or Terry your vote? Here they are right now trying to convince you that they could be Mr. Right for Sherrie. And here's John.
I'd like you to vote for me if you could, because I thought Sherrie and I got on really well on our date. I think we relaxed together, which was very nice. The other thing I would like to say is, for all the people that have voted so far, is thank you very much indeed. I've read the Facebook comments on the Loose Women page, and they're very, very flattering. Thank you all for that. Please vote for me. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, John.
Oh, he's got it all going on.
John's got it going on, but what about Lawrence? Here he is.
I would like you to vote for me, Lawrence. Sherrie and I, we've got all the same qualities. She enjoys fun, laughter, she's good company. They're the qualities which I have as well. We both enjoy travelling, meeting people, eating and drinking. And we're both Virgos, so we could celebrate our birthdays together. We're 3 days apart. Possibly have a few kids as well.
Lawrence is lovely. Lawrence! You came in at the end there with a blinder, didn't you?
Blinder?
Offering you the gift of children. Yeah. OK, well, what can Terry offer? Let's find out.
Please vote for me. I need the votes. Sherrie and I are going to have a fantastic relationship. Nothing sordid, just to be seen walking hand in hand down the main street in New Toxeter is all I desire. So please, please, please vote for me. You know it makes sense.
Very sweet.
Oh, they're all nice.
Well, nothing sordid. Sorry about that. But lovely men. Really have gone out of their way to charm you. But what do you at home think? Who do you think should win our date with Sherrie tomorrow on the Orient Express? To vote for John, Lawrence or Terry, go to the Loose Women website. You have to be over 18 and you've got until 1 o'clock today. That's the 29th of July when the poll will close, and we're going to be announcing the winner live later in the show. OK, we are for a break now, but But when we return, are the best relationships always with your polar opposite? We're back in 3.